Alright, so I just was watching this Weather podcast and this one was hurting my head. Um, this one has to do with marriage and divorce. Um, I just think when you're getting married, fuck the ring, how much they spent on it. Alright, just pay attention to the symbol that this man wants you to be his wife, and he's gonna be your husband. Alright, you're my wife. He's your husband. Alright? You guys are supposed to be a team. And, and this whole modern day fucking way of doing relationships doesn't work. Alright, ladies? It doesn't work. You are learn your fucking place. Alright? Because if we want to just take the gloves off and all that, you women are the reason why our society is failing. Alright? The last 100 years you guys have caught up and fucked over this society. Alright? But when it comes to divorce, alright, I don't think women. No, you don't get no. If you ask for a divorce, you get nothing. All right, especially depending on why you're asking for it. All right, but most of the reason why you guys use this ask for divorce is stupid. The only way that I think you should get money from divorce is if he asks for it, and depending on why he asked for it. And if you go out of your way to make him leave you or divorce you, and he can prove that, you don't get anything. Alright? You ladies need to get it through your fucking head that you are the problem. You are the problem. Alright? I'm not saying guys don't have problems and that we don't have issues to work on. Alright? But you guys are the problem in relationships, in situationships, in hookups, in a sexual market. You are the problem. Alright? You guys are the issue. And you guys need to get it to your fucking head. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. Alright? Men need to just fuck it. Be a dick. I don't care. Alright? That's all I gotta say right now. I mean, like, I have a lot more, but I'm not so low. But, yeah, like, I mean, I'm not very religious and all that. That's why I'm not getting married. I mean, again, first time, unfortunately, that's a big mess. But I'm not religious, and I don't want the government in my relationship. So I'm not getting married. But that is my wife. Alright? And that's the same way I'm going to raise my fucking daughters and my sons. I mean, if they want to, I mean, understand the whole fucking, understand the world for what the world is. And if they do get married, understand what that means. And then have a talk with their significant other about what they're looking for in a marriage. And honestly, women, learn to suck it up. Alright? And stop ruining good things over stupid reasons without even trying to fix it, without even trying to talk. And it's like, and then talking to you guys is impossible. Yeah, it's like, you guys need to, one, learn how to not take things so personal, check your emotions, and have a civilized conversation about what's going on, and realize that I did wrong, you did wrong. Now, how to fix it? Can we fix it? Should we fix it? Alright? And if you can't, you can't. Alright? I think counseling is a joke. That's honestly, that's what I said. With counseling and all that back in the day, that was supposed to be where you went with the church. Because back in the day, the government did not have anything to do with marriage. It was the church. And then you had your family you were supposed to go to and have a talk with and when, about shit was going on. But yeah, I mean, like, counseling, and you go talk to your friends, your close friends that know you and your husband. But nowadays, you gotta be worried because, like, single friends and women that just got out of relationships are give bad advice. Women give bad advice in general. But yeah, like, we have a lot of shit to fucking work out in this fucking society. But, and then I mean, because obviously there's a lot of dynamics that goes into it when, like how old you are, who you are, if you have kids, if you don't have kids, how old are the kids, what you should do for the family. Because yes, once you guys get married, it's not about you. Now, that does not mean that your life ends. Like, you don't end. Like, you are allowed to have a life. You're allowed to be an individual. Alright? But what comes first, like for me and my wife and all that, for my wife, it goes me, the kids, her. For me, it goes the kids, her, me. Alright? That is how the dynamic is supposed to go. Same thing with fucking religion aspect. I mean, I think it goes man, woman, child. Religious people will go say God, man, woman, child. Alright? Alright, we need to start with this I shit. Once you get married on, you find somebody you want to, you don't want to just be with for a couple of years. You're looking for this person to be with for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years until you die. That's the idea, is to be with somebody that you can spend your whole life with when you die. Alright? But I don't know. That's just my intake on marriage. I've been married. I've been married to a pastor's daughter. I don't recommend doing that. I married a pastor's daughter in Kentucky. That was... But I had to, otherwise she was going to go to Kentucky and with the child of mine that she had in her stomach. So I chose to marry her. And we got married, moved to Kentucky, and then she changed. So and I've been having a long conversations with a lot of friends of mine, a lot of guy friends I have that are very lonely. And it's like, I just want a girl, I just want something to be with. But it's like, who are you as a man? What kind of woman you want? What kind of life you want to build? And where you want to go with that woman? Like, you want as a girlfriend? You just want somebody to cuddle up with? You want a wife? I mean, you want what do you want? And what can you give her and what can she give you? I mean, because it should be a give and take relationship. It's just dynamic on how it works and all that women don't like. And I'm sorry, but these podcasts, that they do show, like, the selection of women in the United States sucks. Alright? I'm raising my son to be a pastor, bro. Alright? I'm taking all the shit that I've learned in my life, and the relationships that I've been in, and the choices I've made, and the outcomes that led into the decisions, to the other choices, and the mistakes that I made. And I'm trying to, like, get all that wisdom and pass it on to my son. That's why, like, I was lucky to find her. Obviously, we have our issues to still work on. But, so when he's, because I also want him to, like, wait until he's my age to get with somebody serious, or somebody, I don't care. I mean, if my son wants one wife or he wants four, I don't really care. I think that's completely normal. I definitely have more of the Muslim, I guess, aspects of my view on biology. I guess is more my religion, basic biology, along with little bits of religion here and there that I've chopped up and made into my own belief. I don't think it's normal. A lot of the stuff that women do nowadays, honestly, it's been brainwashed and imprinted into their fucking head. It's not natural. Alright? For these women that are very promiscuous, these women that are very just all over the place, this and all that, that's not natural. Like, women do know that you don't need to get your, pussy stretched out. Right? You don't need sex. Alright? That has been a lie that the feminist movement for liberation and empowerment has told you. And the system used that. No offense, but the system is brainwashing you women. You guys are easily brainwashed. Right? I mean, I'm not going to say that there aren't some guys out there that are manipulating women. But you women are very easy to fucking push around. Guys, not so much. It's just like, women, it's just the fact that like we can't do anything. Because if we do, we're an asshole. If we don't, then we have to listen to this bitch fucking just call us a pussy, you know, or, oh, you just hit me, now you're not a man. It's a lose-lose for you guys. But if men wanted to, I mean, like, that's why it really irritates the shit out of me with the system. It's like, with women and all that want to, like, talk all this shit about men. But it's like, if men were as bad as majority of women think they are, you really think we would allow you to walk outside in public without a muzzle? Like, I don't know. I know this one had to do with, this one had to do with marriage and all that. Also women and men and all that. And like I said, I'm not saying that men don't have things to work on. Alright, we definitely do. But if we can't have a real conversation and people can't get some thicker skin, there's no offense, but OnlyFans, alright? Stripping, working at Hooters, bottle girl, bartender, tattooist, nurse, that is not very, that's either a red flag or you're a sex worker, alright? And then when you get into other jobs, you got that masculine personality that comes out, which makes you a boss babe, which that's annoying, alright? So you're either a trashy wife or you're an annoying hag, alright? And then you guys want to bash all these pixies for women that want to be a wife. They want to serve their man as he protects her and provides for her. Alright? And I'm pretty sure you can find a man that won't cheat on you. Alright? They are out there. It's just, it's understandable why guys do it. It makes no sense on why women do it. Besides their selfish, narcissistic, survival fucking mindset. Alright? And all this propaganda in the fucking media and shit that has fucked with women's heads. Women they've been part of the problem, but they've also been a tool used to create the problem, in my opinion. And most men, we don't know what to do. Be a man, but not too much of a man. Be vulnerable, but not that much. It's like a back and forth teeter-totter with fucking how we're allowed to be and what we're not allowed to be. It's fucking, and then on top of that, when it goes back to when you have kids, it's like primary custody, goes to the women. Why? And most of the stuff they use in court, honestly, obviously not me, I'm on the side. But most men, honestly, they get chastised for being a good man. That's how the system wins cases for women. Is they use but I do think fucking when it comes to the kids it should be 50-50. There is no I get primary custody. You guys both get custody. Alright, and I don't think when it comes to child support, like you have the wife or the ex-wife or the mom or baby mama needs help. I don't see a problem with going to, the man and say, hey, I need some help. And, hey, I got no problem with that. My kids need, what do they need? Alright? But it's when the fucking women want to, just spend all their money because they can fall back on the man's money. Or they use the money that the guy gives for child support on themselves. I don't particularly. I think honestly, when you have the kids are your problem. That means you take care of them financially. All right. You shouldn't really get child support. And honestly, if you need help and you are being responsible and shit just happened, that's understandable. But most of these women are not fucking like, oops, I spent too much. No, they're spending too much money because they don't get held accountable. They don't have to deal with consequences. Pretty much. They don't they're allowed to blame everybody for their own fucking choices. They're allowed to make excuses. They don't have to deal with the real world. Honestly, my other two daughters that are with my ex. The system's so fucked up. My ex was married, so I wasn't allowed to be put on the birth certificate of my oldest with her. But our second child, her girlfriend was allowed to be put on the birth certificate, even though she's still married. And it took me 2+ years to just fight that, and I think finally get her off the birth certificate. But they're not going to look into that and why that even happened, when that's technically against the law. I mean, if I'm not allowed to be, and even if I paid for the paternity test and proved that she was mine, I still was not allowed to be put on the birth certificate because she's married. Right? So yeah, the whole court system and shit needs to be like redone. Not just family court, juvenile court, criminal court. I mean, civil court. I mean, all of it needs to be relooked at. It's all fucked up backwards and upside down. But that's where I'm at right now.